Sarah Ferguson's emotional promise to Queen Elizabeth II over Prince Andrew before she died. Welcome back, dear viewers, to Crown Chronicles, your royal gateway to the untold stories, secrets, and emotions behind palace walls. If you love deep dives into the hidden truths of the British royal family, make sure to subscribe right now so you never miss the latest royal revelations, drama, and exclusive insights from the House of Windsor. Now, get comfortable, because today's story is one that will tug at your heartstrings. It's about love, loyalty, redemption, and a sacred promise made by Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, to none other than Queen Elizabeth II, a promise that continues to shape the royal family's future even after Her Majesty's passing. When Queen Elizabeth II died in September 2022, the world mourned not only a monarch but also a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. But behind those solemn black veils and carefully choreographed ceremonies was another layer of emotion, one that few people truly saw. Among those grieving was Sarah Ferguson, affectionately known as Fergie, who had once been both an insider and an outcast of the royal family. Her relationship with the late Queen had seen turbulent times, but in the twilight of Her Majesty's life, it evolved into something profound, a bond of quiet respect and trust. And it was in that sacred bond that Sarah made a heartfelt promise to the Queen. A promise about her beloved but troubled son, Prince Andrew. To understand the depth of this moment, we have to go back to the early years of Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew's romance. When they married in 1986, it was seen as a royal fairy tale. The young couple's playful affection brought a refreshing charm to the often rigid royal image. They were seen laughing together, holding hands, and displaying genuine warmth, something rarely seen among the Windsors. But as we know, fairy tales don't always end happily ever after. By 1996, after years of separation, scandals, and relentless tabloid scrutiny, the Duke and Duchess of York divorced. Yet, even after their split, something remarkable happened: they never truly separated emotionally. They continued to live together at Royal Lodge in Windsor and co-parented their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, with mutual respect and friendship. While the rest of the world might have viewed their relationship as unconventional, Queen Elizabeth II saw something else: loyalty. And it was that loyalty that would one day become crucial in Andrew's darkest hour. Fast forward to the late 2010s, the years that would change everything for Prince Andrew. His involvement with Jeffrey Epstein and the disastrous BBC interview in 2019 plunged the Queen's second son into public disgrace. The monarchy's image was shaken, and the Queen faced one of the most painful dilemmas of her reign: how to protect the crown while also standing by her son. Amid this chaos, there was one person who refused to abandon Andrew: Sarah Ferguson. While much of the world turned its back on the Duke of York, Fergie remained steadfast. She continued to live with him, defended him publicly, and, most importantly, kept the family bond intact. Royal insiders have since revealed that Queen Elizabeth took comfort in knowing Sarah was there for Andrew, not just as an ex-wife, but as a friend who understood the meaning of unconditional loyalty. It's said that in those final months of the Queen's life, as she retreated to Balmoral, her focus was on family, and particularly on ensuring her children and grandchildren were cared for. Reports suggest that Sarah visited the Queen during that time. And it was then that she made her promise, a promise that she would always look after Prince Andrew. She assured Her Majesty that no matter what happened, she would remain by his side, providing stability and emotional support when the world no longer would. To some, this might sound like a simple act of kindness. But within the context of royal life, where image, duty, and discretion mean everything, it was a monumental commitment. The Queen had always valued steadfastness and loyalty above all else. In Fergie, she saw both. Despite the scandals that once rocked her own reputation, Sarah had matured into a woman who understood grace under pressure. In Queen Elizabeth's eyes, that made her not only trustworthy but indispensable to her son's future peace of mind, and indeed, since the Queen's passing, Sarah Ferguson has kept her word. She and Prince Andrew continue to share their home at Royal Lodge, maintaining a quiet life away from the glare of royal duties. More touching still, the Queen's corgis, Muick and Sandy, were left to Sarah and Andrew, symbolizing the Queen's deep trust in them both. It was a gesture that spoke volumes, a final seal on that unspoken promise. Since then, Sarah has reinvented herself in ways that would likely have made the Queen proud. She has focused on her charity work, her health battles, including her courageous openness about her breast and skin cancer diagnoses, and her writing career. Each public appearance now carries a quiet dignity, far removed from the scandals of her past. Yet through it all, she continues to defend Andrew, describing him as a kind and good man who has faced his share of suffering. For royal watchers, the relationship between Fergie and Andrew remains one of the most fascinating mysteries within the House of Windsor. They are divorced, yet inseparable. Out of favor, yet somehow still bound to the family through shared history and affection. Some even speculate that, in private, the late Queen considered Sarah more of a family asset than many realized, a steady, loyal presence in the lives of her granddaughters and, most importantly, her troubled son. In a way, Sarah's promise represents the kind of enduring loyalty Queen Elizabeth II herself embodied throughout her reign. Both women understood that duty is not always about public service, sometimes it's about standing firm when no one else will. And perhaps, as the Queen faced her final days, she took solace in knowing that Sarah would uphold those same values long after she was gone. When Sarah Ferguson speaks about the Queen today, her words carry a tone of deep reverence and emotion. She often refers to Her Majesty as the most incredible mentor and friend, describing her as a woman who never judged, who guided with compassion rather than criticism. That mentorship, it seems, continues to influence how Sarah navigates life, with grace, resilience, and that quiet determination to honor her promise. So, while the world often focuses on the grandeur of the monarchy, the crowns, the carriages, the ceremonies, stories like these remind us that at its core, the royal family is still a family. A family bound by love, loyalty, and sometimes, redemption. Sarah Ferguson's promise to Queen Elizabeth II wasn't made for headlines or applause, it was made from the heart, a heart that has known both privilege and pain, and in a world where loyalty can be fleeting, her quiet vow to protect the Queen's son stands as a testament to the kind of devotion the late monarch cherished most. It's a reminder that even behind palace gates, amid centuries of protocol and power, what truly endures are the promises we keep to the ones we love. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles, where we uncover the royal stories that touch the heart as much as they intrigue the mind. If you found this story moving, don't forget to subscribe for more captivating tales from the royal world, because here at Crown Chronicles, we believe every crown has a story, and every story deserves to be told.